Hi, so in this video I'm gonna show you how to make a rose using template number 79. So in this particular flower design, just like any other paper flower template, you can use this template to create an ordinary paper flower, which you can put different centers. And please do check out the guidelines. I think it's gonna be shown in the listing. If not, I hope I can write it down in the description below. The guidelines on how you're going to size your paper flowers according to the petals that I provided. So in this particular flower tutorial, I'm gonna be using 5 different sizes. The first 5 sizes of this template design, the A, B, C, D, and E. So for the A, B, C, and D, we have 6 petals on it, and for the E, we have 12. So first things first, we're going to divide the smallest petal, which is the E, into 2. So 6 petals and 6 petals. 2, 4, 6, and let's leave this 6 in here together with the remaining petals. So let's concentrate and work on into our first 6 petals of petal letter A, E. So what I'm trying to do is just I'm curling it like diagonally, so that it would be easier for us later when we curl it. So basically what I'm trying to do here is to start making a bud by creating a cone. The way how I do it, with a curl diagonally, this is the pointed cone, and basically just roll it. So once we've done that, we're gonna secure this one with glue. So bear in mind that start gluing from this side going down. Don't rely on gluing at the tip, because later we might be cutting the tip on it. So even though we cut this portion here, we still have the security in this side. So now that we've done that, we can now go ahead and continue wrapping our petals with another piece of petal. So what I'm basically doing here, diagonally, as you can see, wrap one side in your existing bud and wrap loosely. Make it sure that there's like a gap in here. Wrap loosely your petal, and again the same thing with the first one. Make sure that we are going to glue from this side. So we are started to build our excuse me, bud here. So next thing, so we have our bud tip here. We're going to balance it with a bud on the opposite side. So again, diagonally, that's the way you do it. So this is a bit challenging, especially when you are starting, but you will get used to it, I promise. So one side, and again wrap the remaining, making it sure that there is a loose area here, so that it would create a good layering on your bud. So our bud is starting to get bigger. Now we're going to continue. Again, the way how I do it, the curl of the bud is here, and diagonally, like this, we're going to place this one into our bud, attach it to our existing bud. So as soon as you get used to it or have a hang on it, it's really easy. So make it sure that you are leaving a gap. You are building a cone, yet you are making a gap here so that it would create a good layer into our bud. So 2 last petals here. The same thing. One side at a time. So one last piece here. And curl the other side, leaving a gap here. And hold a good number of seconds before letting it go, especially that it's tight. It would require a good number of seconds before you let it go. So now that we have our bud cone, let's set this one aside and let's concentrate on our petals. So first things first, we're gonna create a slit, and the larger the petal, the deeper the cut. Two, three, four, and last petal, the 5th layer. So first things first, the largest petal first. What we're going to do is to create a crease here, like in the middle. It will give an additional texture later for our flower. And we are going to curl the sides backward. So that's our first layer. Our second layer, we are still gonna create a crease like so, but this time one side outward and one side inward. Like this. One side outward and one side inward. The same thing with the third and fourth layer. So basically, in this particular paper flower template, I only use 12 sheets of paper of cardstock, and I'm gonna show you later how I will, if you are buying an SVG, I'm gonna try to lay it out the same way as I did, and I'm gonna have another resizable petal for you so that you can create whatever size you want. So we're on to our fourth layer of curling. So here you go. Now into our last and final layer. 3 sets at a time. Basically what I am doing, I'm curling this in the middle and curling both sides inward. This is gonna be our transitional petal from our petals, larger petals, to our bud. Now we can go ahead and glue the flaps together, starting with the largest petal. So now that we finish curling our petals, putting the flaps together, we can now then go ahead assemble it into our base. So in this particular flower, I'm using a 4.5 inches base. So first off, if you want to hang your flower, I would recommend to use a 1/4 strip of a pipe cleaner. Sorry guys for my voice. I've been having cold and flu for 3 days now. So again, if you haven't seen it yet, do check out the universal way on how to assemble paper flowers. In there, I explain thoroughly how I space and put my petals evenly in the base. So, okay, moving on to our second layer. And because we know that we have a very small diameter center, I would recommend that on the second layer, start moving inward. Like so. So moving on to our third layer. To our fourth layer, again we're trying to close this gap here, so we're moving much more inward this time. So now that we are done with our fourth layer, it's now time to place our fifth and final layer. And into our last petal. So now we have our petals in place. All we have to do is put the bud in here. But as you can see, it's weird looking. So what we're going to do, it's too high. What I can do is, yeah, we need to cut it up to here. And that's why I recommend you earlier to glue your petals on this area, so that even if we are going to cut the tip, we still have enough hold of petals within the bud. So now we can glue this bud into our flower, and try to cover as much white as you can, like so. Or if not, if you are a little bit off and you still, you know, have some white spots that you need to cover, I would recommend to get the same color cardstock from your waste of cutting these petals, and cover the area first before attempting to put your bud in it. But I think I'm good. I don't have to, although there's white spot, but for me it looks nice. It looks like the very core of the bud in it. So thank you so much guys for watching. If you have any question or comments, write it down in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I'm gonna be giving away more tutorials to come, and hit the ring icon so that you will be notified whenever I am uploading another free video tutorial on how to make more paper flower designs. So follow me on Instagram. I am more active in that platform. I can answer your questions, or if you, I have more than 1,000 of paper flower gallery and some tutorials in there, so you can see what I am really up to, more up to date compared to, you know, any other platform. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.